So I'm sure everyone can figure out how to download and install Cheat Engine, so I'll assume you've done that already. Window capture. Okay. And then when you run it, you'll get this window. Let me move Katamari over to... no, I'll just put this here. Make it bigger. Whoops, what did I just move? I have way too many sources on OBS. So here's Cheat Engine. The first thing you want to do is you want to... There's my cursor. You want to go to select process to open. You want to... You can't see that, but a little process list will open up. You click on Katamari reroll. You click open. Now I'm in it. Right here you can see katamari.exe, and what we're going to do is we're going to add address manually. You will need to see that. Hold on. Guess I need to add another capture. Window. There it is. So when you click add address manually, you'll get this little pop-up. It asks you for an address, description. You can put in whatever you want. So the first one I'll put in pick up anything %. And you're just gonna copy the address in. We could probably paste these somewhere in Discord, but the address, it starts with ps2 katamari simulation.dll, and then there's a plus and then an offset. It's 7B220 for this one. And then the other ones are actually just going to be the same, but 224 and 228. And then for the type, you want to select float. This one specifically is a float, so you need to have the right type selected. And then, whoops, boy. And then you'll see your address here that you just entered. One thing to mention though is that it doesn't load the PS2 simulation until you go into a level. Yeah, they're right next to each other. It's kind of funny. So if you've just booted up the game and you haven't gone into a level, the value here will be question mark. So you need to go into a level and then exit out. I'll probably show that after I show all this, but for this one the value is 0.01, which means that you can pick up any object that is 0.01 times the volume of your Katamari or less. So if you want to change that, you can make it smaller, I guess. I just put it at, when you double click on it, it'll open a little window to change the value, which you can't see, but I just put it on 10 usually, and then I'll show the other two. The next one is 7B224, and that one is also float. This, let's put it in the description. This is the amount of items you lose. I'll call it item loss last time. And the default for that is not 29, it's like what is it? It's 0.03? Yeah, 0.03. But I set it to 29, which means that, well, basically 30, which means that you'll lose, let's see, 10, 100, 1,000 times the amount of size you do by default when you bonk. And then the last one, oh, I forgot you can't see. Add address. Wait, there we go. So the last one was the same, I just replaced that. This one is going to be 228, and it's number of, the other one was supposed to be volume loss, this one is item loss. And this one is not a float, it's 4 bytes. So, I can rename this. Description, volume. And by default, the item loss value will be 5. I set it to 500, so you can lose up to 500 objects when you bonk. So yeah, let me close the game and reopen it. I'm going to delete all these addresses, and I'm going to close the game. Just so I can show you from when you just open it to... It's a lot of objects, yeah. Load this file. Okay. So if we go add address manually again, and I'll just add the item loss one. Actually, I want to add the pickup one. Pick up anything. Float. Alright. So I added it in. You can see the value is question mark, question mark. That's because the simulation hasn't loaded yet. So if you have that, what you want to do is you want to just go into a level. And it's going to load. And then let's come back to here. I think you either have to delete the address and then add it again, or what you can also do is go to open and open the game again. And just keep the addresses you have, and it'll update it. So I went up to here and just selected Katamari again and reopened it. And now changing this won't have an effect while you're in the level. So like let's say we change it to 100, and then we keep playing the level, we're not going to be able to pick up anything. So what you have to do is you have to exit out, then change it. I already changed it while I was in the level, which is also fine. But you just have to restart the level basically. And then now that it's at 100, we can pick up anything. So yeah, that's how you do it. Pretty simple. I'll upload this video to YouTube, and in the description I'll put the addresses that I used, so you can just copy and paste those in. And I'll end the video here.